Well, it's good to be back under lights at Cross Keys. It's round 10 in VPL 2. Essendon Royals taking on Werribee City. My name's Adam Sarikoglu. Pleased to be here for one of two opening kickoffs for round 10 in VPL 2. Let's have a look at the starting 11s for these two sides. And Michael Ferrante, this is his starting 11 for the Essendon Royals. In goal, Andre Russo. Then number 3, Bradley Norton. Number 6, Vince Leah. Number 8, Graham Kelly. Number 9, Dean Clark. Number 10, Jordan Adeyemi. Number 18, Ben Smith. 21, Julian Gazardi. 23, James Thierry. Number 25, Diarmid Harrington. And number 99, Takumi Niwa. And for Werribee City, led by Craig Moore in goal, Antonio Rowan. Number 2, Adrian DiPotro. Number 5, Bradley Murray. Number 7, Itsuku Narumi. Number 8, Ismail Mohammed. Number 9, Milos Marinkovic. Number 10, Thomas Biss. Number 13, Kojo Brown. Number 14, Dal Akol. Number 15, Jordan Pisak. Number 21, Matthew Moody. They are the starting 11s for these two sides. A good crowd in, good vibe here at Cross Keys. Obviously, Essendon Royals at home last week, but a day game in what was eventually a 2-0 win against Box Hill United. Werribee City coming off a win as well. They've actually won their last 2 in VPL 2. A 1-0 win at home against North Geelong Warriors. It's the first time in 34 years these two teams have met. And we're all set to go to kick off round 10 in VPL 2. Essendon Royals will defend the left of screen, with Werribee City getting things kicked off here. And Brown will go inboard. Mohammed needing to retreat back, and now Akol will bring it forward here using the right side for Werribee City. Some space centrally here. Niwa coming off a goal last week against Box Hill United. Rowan's a fair way out of his area as he retrieves for Werribee City. Essendon Royals third on the table in VPL 2. Marinkovic here gets dispossessed and the ball cleared out. Played in by Murray, but nothing coming for Werribee City. So as I said, third on the table, Essendon Royals. The win last week against Box Hill broke a 2-game losing streak. Also had a cup loss recently as well to Mill Park. Did Essendon Royals, so no Doherty Cup action for them next weekend. Werribee City will be in the Doherty Cup taking on Old Ivanhoe on Thursday. Werribee City 8th on the table with a game in hand. Still one catch-up game to come for Craig Moore's men later on this year. They've been one of the staunchest teams in VPL 2. Just the 5 goals scored for them. They're going at a goal every 2 games, yet have still managed to muster up 11 points so far this year, Werribee City. It was the standard 1-0 scoreline against North Geelong last weekend. Niwa. He and Dean Clark linking up to score the 2 goals for Essendon Royals last week. And here's Graham Kelly, who is equal at the top of the goal-scoring charts in VPL 2. The turnover here, and this might go in. It does go in. Thomas Biss from downtown lobs Andre Russo, an early goal for Werribee City. Oh dear. That was a good finish. Biss had to place it well and did. And in it went, an early goal for Werribee City here. Less than 3 minutes in. for Biss. It's his second goal of the VPL2 season. Essendon Royals haven't really had much of a chance to even fire away a shot just yet to test Antonio Rowan in the Werribee City goal. And some early work to do here for Essendon Royals. Harrington with his partner at the back in Bradley Norton. It's a back from Harrington. Norton here. Good smattering of NPL experience out here tonight. Some obviously A-League experience as well through Vince Leah, who was just on the ball. Phil Riccobene back in the squad tonight for Essendon Royals as well. One of the subs that may well be utilised by Michael Ferrante as the night goes on. So the Royals just looking to establish some flow here. Sit on possession. Get something going. Plenty of patience here right now. An early deficit for the team in red here. Clark surrounded by Werribee City players. Needing to retreat back. Norton once more. This is the ultimate test of patience right now for Essendon Royals. Niwa trying to go through. Finally, the possession's given up, but Leah tried to set up the outnumber there with Niwa. It was reclaimed by Narumi. So now Mohammed looking to establish something through the middle. Not a great ball through. Marinkovic was looking to set up for Werribee City, but the ball from Mohammed not working out. Moody will play back to Rowan in goal tonight for Werribee City. So here's a chance for the Royals now. And it's a good one of that. One way then the other from Ghazardi. First real chance for Essendon Royals to put some pressure on Antonio Rowan so far. One of the Werribee City defenders down here. A little proppy to get up is Matt Moody. Last round in VPL2 before the Easter break. Obviously some Doherty Cup fixtures to be played next week. It was a 1-0 loss at Mill Park back in the middle of March for Essendon Royals. And now Moody's going to require some medical attention. So we've had some early drama here at Cross Keys. It was in the 3rd minute. The ball given up centrally in plenty of space. Tom Biss saw the opportunity to lob Andre Russo. Successfully did that. And it bounced into the back of the net. And that is the difference here in the early stages. Does Craig Moore have to think about an early substitution here for Werribee City? The trainer now out attending to Matt Moody. He's featured in all but one of the first 9 VPL2 matches for Werribee City. In fact, I am mistaken. They've got that game in hand, so he actually has appeared in all games for Werribee City so far this year. And they've only played the 8. Oh, looks as though he'll be okay to resume his spot. He's still getting up and limping though, so maybe not. And this is turning into a bit of a lengthy delay at Cross Keys. And there may well need to be an early substitution here for Werribee City. And off with the warm-up top is Matias Gonzalez for Werribee City. So we are going to get an early change here at Cross Keys. Matt Mooney, I think, was asked to get up and test it out by the medical staff member attending to him, and he did not look good as he got up and tried to put some weight on the injured leg, injured foot, whatever it may be. And now we're asking for a stretcher. So this will be, in the end, a pretty lengthy delay in the early stages here. Gonzalez will be the one to come on for Werribee City. So the goal coming in the 3rd minute. Tom Biss from quite some range, lobbing the Essendon Royals keeper, Andre Russo. That's why we have an early 1-0 scoreline here. The stretcher now required for Matt Moody. Mateus Gonzalez will be the man coming on for the visitors. So if you did read the preview article on the Essendon Royals website earlier this week, this is the first time in 34 years that the Royals have taken on Werribee City. Back then, of course, the club known as Essendon City. It was a 1-1 draw at Galvin Park back in June 1991. It was none other than Michael Giacomi who scored Essendon's goal that day. He also scored in the reverse fixture earlier that year, all the way back in round 1, back at Ormond Park, a 2-0 win that day for Essendon City back then. So we wish all the best for Matt Moody here. Not entirely sure how serious the injury is. Obviously serious enough that it does require a stretcher. We hope he'll be okay. Gonzalez, the new man out there for Werribee City. And we're back with live play. It's just an opportune moment that Werribee City pounced on for the opening goal. That was just out of reach of Narumi. And the Royals look to take it away now quickly. Smith. Clark. 3 goals this year for Dean Clark. Harrington. Norton. James Thierry starting tonight. He's back from suspension. Norton's on 4 yellow cards for the season as well. Werribee City going into the area. Mirinkovic. We get a corner for Werribee City. They have been victim of a lot of bookings. Have Essendon Royals. Jordan Adeyemi back in the side tonight as well, having served his suspension with 5 yellow cards to his name for the season so far. So corner here for Werribee City as soon as the referee is actually happy with what's happening on the goal line here. Comes in to sort things out. It's Werribee City looking to double the advantage here. It's a pretty direct corner. They'll get a second look here. Ball incoming now, and last touch obviously off Harrington. So another corner here for Werribee City. The second ball in from Biss was certainly asking a lot of questions. And the corner now from the other side to be taken by Kojo Brown. Went directly over the top of the bar, I think, there, and that was dangerous for Andre Russo. Was that an Olympico attempt? Not sure it was. But still, certainly a dangerous moment for Russo. But here's the counter-attack for Essendon Royals as the ball is cut back, but it doesn't quite reach Gazzardi. He was the one that had a chance earlier in this first half. Norton. Here's Leah. Again, Essendon just looking to settle in here, knock the ball around, get their feel. Still, obviously, so much time to recover the deficit. The goal coming in the 3rd minute. Down the line ball will be out of reach of Gazzardi. Playing up front tonight, Julian Gazzardi. No goals to his name in VPL 2 this year. Ball up for grabs. Last touch off Vince Leah. Kojo Brown here. Interesting decision with the throw there, and I don't think Alcohol was happy to be receiving that ball. Just had to flash it away as quickly as he could. Leah playing back down the line for Essendon Royals. It's a Werribee City possession. Narumi has Vince Leah for company. Murray. Alcohol. Advancing forward. There's no one home, so to speak, for Werribee City. Norton. Searching ball from Kelly. This is Dean Clark for Essendon Royals. Again, dangerous ball in the second time from Niwa. Making the run for it was Gazzardi. Took a little touch off the boot of Dean Clark. The volley ball forward from Murray. Marinkovic. Mohammed. Again, Werribee City pressing. They have been the one that's looked more dangerous so far tonight. DePetro will win the corner. It's on a corner to throw. The bouncing ball in the area here. The shot from the Rumi, but getting a glove to it, Russo. And the corner count starting to pile up early here for Werribee City. But a good save there by Andre Russo. Towards the back post. Another corner. It's the second time tonight Werribee City have generated repeat corners here. It's Biss taking them from the left side and Brown taking them from the right. So another corner for Essendon Royals to navigate here. Toward the front post. Leah played it up in the air and landed just on the outskirts of the box. Niwa doing well. Kelly looking to break through here. Leah giving it up, and that's going to be fired well over the top. No issues in the end, but again, just a little clumsy from the back at times, Essendon Royals so far tonight. We are at 1-0. In the first 18 minutes here, Werribee City have had the advantage. The goal coming in the 3rd minute. The run down the line. Clark set too much of a task to chase that down. Back with Russo. Harrington. Norton. Saw something he liked on the right side. Once again, Dean Clark the target. Anyway, coming in to help. That's a nice ball for Clark. There's a chance here for Essendon Royals looking for the equaliser. And falling down in the area was Gazzardi. Essendon Royals opting for the more direct route forward that time. Just looking to push the envelope a little more here. Clark's effort to keep it alive. It worked out well. Gazzardi. Ben Smith. Leah. How's that ball going to go? Not far away from the landing site was Adeyemi. Played forward by Leah. This is Kojo Brown for Werribee. That ball is a good one. It's a very good one for De Petro. Thierry with the block. And it's another corner for Werribee City. Now we chalked up half a dozen corners already, Werribee City so far. It's their 6th one coming up. They've generated 3 shots. Essendon Royals 1, as shown on the scoreboard here. Approaching the midway point of the first half. Another corner for Kojo Brown. Cleared out. Biss off the side of the boot. De Petro. Gonzalez, the new man out there after we saw an early injury for Matt Moody at the back of the formation for Werribee City. And that Werribee City goal, only their 6th of the season. Defensively, they've only given up 8 goals this year. They've been able to pick up 3 wins and 2 draws among their 8 fixtures so far. Have got a game in hand in their fixture to come compared to everyone else. This is Norton. It'll be a 6-day break for Werribee going into a Doherty Cup fixture against Old Ivanhoe on Thursday. No such fixture upcoming for Essendon Royals. Next game will be the day after Anzac Day. A trip up to take on the Goulburn Valley Suns for Essendon Royals. So that'll be a nice 15-day break compared to 6. Neat little touch there from Clark. Marinkovic working on this ball here, not giving up the fight, was Ben Smith. So the Royals just looking to establish some cohesion going into attack here. No long ball here from Werribee City, keeping it along the grounds, and the door opens up for Harrington. Leah. A misconnect between Dean Clark and Graham Kelly. Harrington. Leah. Long ball down the line for Kazadi. Werribee City get the call here. Leah to take the free kick here for Essendon Royals. It's a driving ball forward and safely in the gloves of Antonio Rowan in the end. Russo. Harrington. Norton cautious as he assessed what was happening upfield. Short ball available for Kelly. Here's Graham Kelly. Again, the ball turns over and the foul on Thomas Biss here. So on top of the half dozen number of corners Werribee City have already had a look at, now they get a look at a set piece. Again, Essendon Royals being caught out by some rather simple mistakes from the back. Some things to clean up for Michael Ferrante. It's Biss and Brown judging how they're going to navigate this free kick for Werribee City. Taken by Brown, and in it goes. That is a lovely strike, and it's 2-0 for Werribee City. Top right corner. And there wasn't a hell of a lot Andre Russell could do. That's a 2-0 lead for Werribee City. It's the team that has developed a reputation for being both staunch defensively and not often finding the back of the net themselves, that have 2 goals in the first half hour here. They'd only scored 5 times coming into tonight's game. That's already up to 7. And now plenty of work to do for Essendon Royals. It was a lovely strike from Kojo Brown. Smith. Essendon Royals just need to inject a little bit of urgency into their game right now. They've been happy to knock it around at the back. On both occasions, really, the goal coming from a mistake. Harrington. Both goals were pretty decent finishes for Werribee City, it must be said. But they were preventable from the Essendon Royals perspective. Niwa scored his first goal for Essendon Royals last week, did Niwa, in this 2025 season. Leah looking to advance forward and eventually go wide Out toward Clark. Around one goes Clark. He can go himself. He does go himself. It was blocked inadvertently in the end by Gazzardi. For nothing ball forward there for Werribee City. Back with Harrington. Leah right in the middle of the Cross Keys main pitch here. Went back to Norton. Out wide we go. So Jordan Adeyemi and James Thierry back into the starting 11, coming off suspensions. Essendon Royals tonight. Mirinkovic. Sorry, that was Harrington. And yet again, when the long ball goes in the direction of Dean Clark, there's way too much power on it. Clark having no chance to chase them down. It has been a frustrating half hour for the locals here at Cross Keys. We will get a rather extensive injury time period at the end of this first half. There was a Werribee defender requiring a stretcher. That was Moody. Here's a mistake and a chance now for Essendon Royals to pounce. Bit of a nothing shot though from Gazzardi, admittedly. So nothing coming of it. Back with Russo now. The Royals have had a couple of little moments like that when they've been able to get the ball into the area, but it hasn't necessarily been clean. While they do have officially one shot on target so far tonight, they've not really been able to test Rowan so far. Gonzalez, who was the man that came on for Matthew Moody. Some sort of leg, lower foot injury. Chance here. Adeyemi. This is the chance now. It's just gone wide of the post for Gazzardi. The best look yet for Essendon Royals. And the chance goes begging. But some positive signs now for Essendon Royals. Enough to retrieve the ball, going for a dash into the night goes Antonio Rowan. Finally retrieves that ball back. So ultimately missing the target, Julian Gazzardi, but that was the best look that Essendon Royals have had.
Ladies and gentlemen, please note we need Ford Ranger BWP 304. It's going to be moved straight away. It's in an ambulance zone and we've organised an ambulance. So please get that organised straight away, please. It's a Ford Ranger BWP 304. Please move straight away. Thank you.
Bit too keen to get on with things there. Was Dean Clark. Essendon Royals with some work to do here. Conceded twice in the first half hour. Harrington for Norton. Harrington's under a small amount of pressure here. Had to go under the boot of Mirinkovic. Smith working his way up the pitch here. Adeyemi has to retreat back toward Harrington. did hear that message on the PA. If that is for Matt Moody, then obviously a fairly serious injury for him. While he was being attended to, he actually did attempt to get up. And as soon as he tried to get some weight onto the injured leg, obviously that was all the confirmation we needed that his night was done. That's a good ball. Gazzardi again, no room to work with. He was pretty tightly marked. Julian Gazzardi getting a couple of looks now. The main man up front tonight for Essendon Royals. But it's been a frustrating night for him so far. But some more positive signs in the last couple of minutes at least from Essendon Royals. Looking to just press that a little bit more. Clear foul there. Committed by Vince Lear. Has been sent off once this year, Vince Lear. Again, mentioned that a few Essendon Royals players already having served suspensions within the first 10 rounds of the season. A couple of quality knocks there. Smith going forward in the direction of Gazzardi. Essendon Royals now looking to set something up from the left side. Dean Clark's moved over that way in the last couple of minutes. Niwa. Clark. Harrington. Niwa, was he fouled? Yes. The foul committed by De Petro. First real look at any sort of dead ball here for Essendon Royals in the front third. Kelly will take it. It's a penetrating ball toward the back post as well. Nothing coming in the end. Brown scored in the 27th minute from a free kick. Found the top right corner. Well taken ball, Murray. Now Biss. Werribee City haven't really had much possession in these last couple of minutes. They'll give it up here. It's Thierry. Kelly. Now it's Adam Yemi. Adam Yemi, who is the target forward, but again it gets away from Jordan Adeyemi. Scored twice this year for Essendon Royals. Does fall out eventually. It's Werribee City with the leverage here right now. And this man scored a lovely free kick in the 27th minute. It was Kojo Brown's second goal of the VPL2 season. The scorer last week, John Mabok, on the subs bench tonight for Werribee City. He was the one that scored in the 1-0 win at Galvin Park against North Geelong Warriors last week. It gets away from Adeyemi. And that's becoming a theme when the ball goes down that right side for Essendon Royals. Very few balls have actually been able to connect, and an advance at goal set up from there. Kelly. Norton in central defence. Goes over the head of Dean Clark. Norton acknowledging that that ball was overhit. Here's a dangerous moment, perhaps. Needing to clear out was Gonzalez. He did eventually. Out wide we go for Werribee City. Pissack had a lot of work to do, and they've both come together there. A yellow card's going to be shown here for Jordan Pissack. First yellow card of the night for either side. Six minutes left in regulation, but we know there will be quite a few minutes added on. It could well be 5 or 6 minutes added on after the Matt Moody injury. That's a good ball, but not enough of a chance for Julian Casati to get much power on the header. But that was a good ball forward. Are we starting to see a little bit more cohesion up front for Essendon Royals? Chasing a 2-goal deficit. It was this scoreline with which they won by last week against Box Hill United. There was 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes in the middle of the second half. This man scored the second one. Niwa Adeyemi with the keeper out of position, had to clear out. The home fans were sensing something there. It's an Essendon Royals corner here. Graham Kelly to take it. This is the first goal come here from this corner. Muhammad into the night sky. He goes with the clearing ball, bouncing and regained by Biss, but didn't really play it to any sort of advantage for Werribee City. One of their players have gone down here. Play will stop for the hurt player. Already one forced substitution for Craig Moore tonight. Itsuku Narumi was the man who was put down. Gets back up on his feet pretty quickly. So the scoreboard here at Cross Keys now showing that Essendon Royals have actually generated more shots, I should say, than Werribee City, 5-4. 3 each with the on-target label on them. Is the referee going to drop the ball here? Finally, we get restarted. Adeyemi. Just had the roadblock in the way there. And then the foul after that. Three minutes until we hit the 45. Maybe around the 5 minutes of added time to come after that. This is Thierry. Lost it out. And then Marinkovic going down, Leah. Marinkovic sees a yellow card for that. So Essendon Royals have been down since the 3rd minute here. The second goal in the 27th minute. Niwa. They have entered this first half pretty well, though. Still a chance to get one back before we go into half-time. The defence just closed in there on Ghazardi. Pretty animated right now is Michael Ferrante. Admittedly, he does have a couple of headaches right now to deal with. The 2-0 deficit as we approach half-time. Now, how's this going to bounce? A very long way out of his area is Rowan. Brown out wide. Kelly. Inside the final minute of regulation in this first half. There will be quite a bit of time added on. We know that. Dean Clark has Niwa available inside, but not in space. A little further back is Vince Leah. Harrington. Leah, 5 minutes will be confirmed by the 4th official. Adeyemi. Five minutes left here in the first half. Essendon Royals 0, Werribee City 2. Harrington. Vince Leah. Down the touchline we go. Ghazardi. Just trying to find the space to work in. Some help through Smith. Possession's given away. So still plenty of time for Essendon to get one back here before we go into the sheds. Niwa. Adeyemi's ball searching, but not finding anyone in red. A little back flick there was effective from Clark. Kelly now. Receiving from Niwa. Leah. A lot of possession here for Essendon Royals since conceding the second goal. Can something happen here before half-time? Smith. Niwa. This looks promising, but again, no room to work with. Niwa got a touch forward. Pretty tightly marked was Julian Ghazardi. That's been the story of his first half here at Cross Keys. Harrington. Adeyemi. Brown for company. Smith. So we're nearly halfway through these 5 additional minutes at the end of the first half. Werribee's first goal just coming in the 3rd minute. That was Thomas Biss lobbing Andre Russo, the Essendon Royals keeper, after possession was given away in central defence. A bit like that, a little bit further up. First booking of the night now coming up for Essendon Royals. Vince Leah sees yellow. It would be disaster to concede here, especially after the promising latter stages of this first half for Essendon Royals. Adeyemi will clear away. Brown. Leah on a yellow now. Adeyemi going out wide. That's not a bad ball at all. Chance here for Clark. Clark, and he will miss. Not too dissimilar to the miss from the other side from Julian Gazzardi. That's two now that have gone wide of the post. There's a little bit going on this near side. Vince Leah's not happy. Involved in a few incidents has been Nsuku Namurimi. He's definitely part of this conversation, Namurimi, right now. Leah picked up a yellow card only a couple minutes ago. He's not happy, Vince Leah. Lawson comes in to be a part of the conversation as well. The referee just wanting the players to separate and get on with it. It will be a goal kick for Werribee City once we do get restarted. And finally, we're back playing. That's it, and that's a good first half for Werribee City. They scored twice. It was Thomas Biss in the 3rd minute, Kojo Brown in the 27th, and it is 2-0 at halftime here at Cross Keys. Stay with us. Big second half coming up, an important second half for Essendon Royals. It's Essendon Royals 0, Werribee City 2.
That's half-time, folks. Essendon Royals with a bit of work to do at half-time, 2-0 down. Stay tuned for the second half.
We're back at Cross Keys, second half in this round 10 VPL 2 clash. Essendon Royals nil, Werribee City 2. My name's Adam Sarikoglu. Let's see what the response will be here. Essendon Royals going down in the 3rd minute. And the deficit was doubled in the 27th. The goal scorers here, Thomas Biss and Kojo Brown for Werribee City. One forced substitution by way of an injury for Werribee City in the first half. Defender Matthew Moody needing to come off on a stretcher after injuring his lower leg. I don't actually know if it was a lower leg or foot in the end for him. Mateus Gonzalez coming on. No half-time substitutions that we've been made aware of here. So the corner count was significantly in Werribee City's favour in the first half already. They get a look at one in the first minute of the second half. And it lands it awkwardly. Niwa will come in and retrieve for Essendon Royals. It was Harrington that went tumbling over Niwa. Vince Leah. He's on a yellow card. Here's Vince Leah. Adeyemi, there were some calls for handball there. A little ambitious from the team in yellow and black. Norton. Nice ball. Adeyemi actually kept it well under control, but can't get past Brown. Adeyemi inside the area, Essendon Royals, and it was Akol who had to rush to get boots of ball, force the corner to be taken by Kelly here for Essendon Royals. Oh, that was dangerous. Falling over was Rowan, the goalkeeper. Nothing coming. A foul call goes Werribee City's way anyway. It's a 15-day break coming up for Essendon Royals. Only 6 for Werribee City there in the Donkey Cup on Thursday against Old Ivanhoe. Essendon Royals defeated in the Doherty Cup by Mill Park in the middle of March. Niwa out wide here. Adeyemi. A lot going through him. Does well here. Wins the corner at least. So for the most part, Essendon Royals have picked up where they left off. They've been the one asking all the questions since going down 2-0. The Graham Kelly corner, looking to set it up, but it was plenty of power behind the shot from Ghazardi, but it went straight to Rowan in goal for Werribee City. Mohammed. Little flick there from Biss. It was a misfire in the direction of De Petro. Leah. Adeyemi. So it's Julian Ghazardi who is generating the majority of shots here for Essendon Royals. There were 2 key misses in the first half. One from each side, eventually just flashing across the front of the post. The injured player for Werribee City right now is the scorer of the free kick in the 27th minute, Kojo Brown. Bradley Murray's going to get things restarted here. Went to Narumi, who was awfully busy and involved in a few incidents in the first half. Werribee City They're looking for a 3-0 lead. One way to the other. Ball incoming. Niwa clearing out. Rowan going down the line. Thierry had a good read on it. Kelly took some body on body. Again, a physical possession here from Kelly. Did well to pick out Niwa, but now he has to go in again. Clark trying to weave it through. Thierry. Dean Clark. It's a blaze away with nothing coming. Royals ball. Adeyemi with no space to work with. Leah. Norton. Thierry. Both goals for Werribee City. Or capitalising from mistakes from the back from Essendon. One was a lob of the goalkeeper, the other a free kick. Russo can't really be blamed for either goal. It was a wonderful free kick into the top right corner from Brown. Kelly. Where's the shot going to come from? Niwa thought about it, but getting in the way was Ghazadi. He was going to blaze away there. Niwa, a change here for Werribee City. It's the second one of the night. Ziambe is going to come on. And Kojo Brown, who did seem to be suffering an injury. It was an absolutely beautiful finish from him to score the second goal tonight in the top right corner. Russo did do his best to get it covered, but the gap was found. And so Elijah Ziambe comes on for Werribee City. That's two of the windows already used by Craig Moore. No changes yet for Michael Ferrante. Clark played back. There was no one there, though, to Petro. Just goes over the head of Biss. One of the themes of the first half for Essendon when they were going into attack, particularly in the first half, or first sort of maybe half hour of the first half, was a lot of balls blazed away forward with no cohesion. A lot of balls that were going past Clark, not much he could do about them. Adeyemi then suffered a little bit of that as well. They cleaned that up a little bit toward the end of the first half, Essendon Royals. Niwa. Adeyemi going back into the space, and how's that ball going to go? Clark. It was a long way from home, but it wasn't a bad effort to get it close to target. Working hard, Marikovic to get to this ball for Werribee City. A throw here for Essendon Royals. Thierry. Norton. The first touch from Clark. Hard work getting past Akol. Did well there defensively. Mohammed now has some space. A bit of frustration coming from Thomas Biss there. Instructions being barked out from the Essendon Royals technical area. Graham Kelly's been working hard to make something happen. It stays with Essendon Royals here. Murray. 1-on-1. Harrington getting front position. They'll work forward here, Essendon Royals. Takumi Niwa. Kelly's ball. Clark just sat there, really. Essendon will get a chance at least with the corner. Graham Kelly coming over. Early in the piece, it was Werribee City that had a lot of corners. Essendon have now had a couple in this second half already. Graham Kelly. Toward the back post. It stays in the area, eventually cleared out. Marinkovic gives it up there. Not much space here to work with, though, for Niwa. The first touch, he could never get full control of it. Didn't matter. The Royals player goes down here. No substitutions yet from Michael Ferrante. Looking to confirm if it is indeed Vince Leah. It is, and he's back up on his feet and on top of the ball. Being harassed by Narumi. Got the foul call. Norton. Niwa. Niwa still. It'll be a corner. He's threatening Takumi Niwa. Looking to score in a second consecutive fixture here for Essendon Royals. The short corner taken. Kelly's ball just sprayed it out into space. Gazzardi. Leah. Niwa just puts it in the air over the top of Kelly. Equal leading scorer in VPL 2. Billy Ramas from Alton Redbacks also sitting on 6 goals in VPL 2 this year. The Royals with some work to do to avoid a 4th loss of the season here in VPL 2. Oh, misfire. Gazzardi. It didn't work out all that badly in the end for Essendon Royals. Adeyemi initially, well, I don't think he ever had full control of that ball. He fumbled on it initially, ultimately lost it. They get it back though, Essendon Royals. Leah. Gazzardi, he's the one that had quite a few chances. Actually managed to get that ball into the area. But there's no one there. Mohammed easily clearing out. Niwa. No chance at a shot that time. Clark. Leah. From a long way, Leah. It was actually on target. Biss had to really earn that ball. Adeyemi, good first touch there, Niwa. Almost got it through to Adeyemi. Last touch came off Muhammad, so Essendon Royals are really dominating possession now. Have been for quite some time. But no goals to show for it. Another corner. It's a throw, in fact. Adeyemi, and, well, put that down in the wasted opportunity column for Essendon Royals. Where's the goal going to come from? Pisak with some pressure coming from Clark. Clark making the run here. That ball's going to get away from him. We saw a lot of that in the first half. Rinkovic. Cole. Pisak. Searching ball forward. Wasn't a bad one. It was well dealt with, though, by Harrington. Leah. Adeyemi on the right side. Kept that one under control nicely. Adeyemi, can he get the shot away? 3 defenders in front of him. Out onto the road it goes. Free football on Woodland Street. Rowan to clear out for Werribee City. I'll be happy with where this is right now. Pretty stable 2-0 lead. They haven't had much of the ball. But Essendon Royals are not generating the chances, despite the dominance in possession. We're beyond the hour mark now. The shots are really piling up for Essendon. 13-4 on the scoreboard here. But 2 of those 4 for Werribee City have actually gone in. Pisak. Cole going down the line. Biss not getting the kind bounce. Harrington. At the centre of the defensive formation alongside Norton. Leah had a small spot of bother there for a moment. It's given up to Petro. Some help available to his right, Biss. Villarreal's ball. Reclaimed by Murray for Werribee City. Back with Russo. No foul on Clark. Just getting a little bit of attention from behind from Pisak. Niwa out wide, Adeyemi. Looking to find a way around Ziambe. Just flashed it up high. Clark then played it centrally. The bounce here, no shot for Gazardi again. Kelly, Gazardi, there's the opening, there's the goal! About time for Essendon Royals. Gazardi finally scores, and it's game on across Keys.
Goal to Essendon Royals, Julian Gazardi. 2-1, come on, let's go!
An injury concern in goal for Werribee City now, Antonio Rowan. So we've already seen 2 substitutions from Craig Moore tonight. And if there's an issue here for Antonio Rowan, a keeper change, and that would be it tonight for Werribee City. We haven't seen anything yet for Michael Ferrante. They'll be feeling much better about things now, Essendon Royals. So much dominance in general play and with possession finally rewarded. It's Julian Gazardi's first goal here in the VPL 2 season. Are we going to see a keeper change here from Werribee City? Rowan's back up on his feet. Had to wait a long time. Since the goal was scored, we're back underway. Reward for the effort for Essendon Royals. Gazardi scoring. It's 2-1. But the advantage still belongs to Werribee City right now. They are the ones just needing to get some momentum back. There'll be a bit more urgency from them now. Norton playing back to Russo. Put a lot of power behind that ball. It ricocheted out in the end, and then the shot fired away from the Rumi, hoping that Russo would be out of position. Here's the goal scorer, Gazardi. Gazardi did well. Clark letting the ball stop dead. It'll be a corner. Essendon Royals have done so well to get this back on track. It so easily could have unravelled. Being down 2-0 within the first half hour. It feels like right now they're on the verge of equalising. A lot of players in the area. It's chipped over the top. Clark will get it back here for the Royals. It does feel like we're just moments away from the equaliser. Harrington's ball is blocked. Mohammed for Werribee City. It's on Essendon Royals' terms right now. Thierry. Got it back from Harrington to Petro. Still working hard, Thierry. Leah. The second touch, inadvertent, didn't matter. Harrington. Smith. Niwa. Harrington. One-on-one ball in the air here. That ball forward, a good one, but Biss is beaten by the flag. Not sure we've seen any offside flags tonight. Niwa. It's been so impressive this evening, Niwa. We know what happened last week. The Royals 2 goals happening pretty much back-to-back. Niwa scored the second one. First one came from Dean Clark. I'd love a repeat of that here at Cross Keys. Good crowd in on a Friday night. Good to be back under lights here. Narumi. Gonzalez. Cole going back to Rowan. It's split Ziambe and his teammate there on the outer side. That wasn't a bad first touch there. A lot more confidence now for Julian Gazzardi. Norton. DePetro going high. Well played by Norton. Leah, experienced heads for Essendon Royals. There is going to be a keeper change. Joshua McCall is coming in for Antonio Rowan. In fact, the window is going to be used to make 3 changes here. So we're going to see Mark Withers as well. Just waiting to see if the last change will be for Gabriel Pablo or John Mabok. Coming off is Milos Marinkovic. He was on a yellow. Thomas Biss is coming off as well. He scored the first goal tonight for Werribee City. And obviously Antonio Rowan in goal. So Josh McCall will go in with the gloves. The last change, John Mabok will be the one to come on for Tom Biss. So all the changes now made for Craig Moore this evening. Still nothing yet from Michael Ferrante. It's a lengthy delay. Josh McCall seemingly not ready to come on. They've had to clear out the bench tonight, Werribee City. So much like the first half, we've got a rather extended delay. Not entirely sure what the issue is here. A lot of confusion on this side of the pitch, that's for sure. Is McCall finally going to come on? He is. It will be an Essendon throw once we finally get restarted. Thierry. So we've seen all the changes we're going to see from Werribee City this evening. It will be this 11 who have to defend their lead through to the end. Norton. Clark. Kelly is surrounded by yellow and black there. He was no chance. Norton, Leah. Out wide we go. Clark will win another corner. The Royals had to work so hard for that first goal. They've kept on turning the screw here, looking for the equaliser. And wow, that was a dicey moment. McCall, who's just come into the game, had to save it off his own man. Thierry. Was there a hold there on Gazardi? Didn't matter. Adeyemi, he's swapped over with Clark. Adeyemi gets the shot away. McCall had to make the dive and make the save. Another Werribee City man comes down. They've used up 3 windows already. I think Narumi is the man down who's going to require some attention. And so, more delays here at Cross Keys. Narumi, the latest Werribee City player, requiring some attention. They had to make 3 subs with their last window, including the goalkeeper. Josh McCall now in goal for Werribee City. There were 5 minutes added on, end of the first half. That was for the injury for Matt Moody. He required a stretcher. Narumi is now back up on his feet. He'll have to come to the sideline. And he'll limp over. And understandably so. There is a lot of frustration right now. All it's just going to do is add more time to the end, and that could be time that Essendon Royals need. So not all is lost. Thierry just trying to stifle the momentum, perhaps. That's the tactic that we're seeing from Werribee City, because all of that belongs to Essendon Royals right now. Kelly blocked by Mohammed. Harrington played it down nicely for Leah. That undoubtedly has to be the tactic from Werribee City. They're just trying to shut down Essendon any way they can. They are playing with 10 right now, Werribee City. Narumi still getting attention on the sideline. It's just below his right knee, his calf, that's being attended to by the medical staff. Can Essendon Royals take advantage here with 1 extra man out there right now? A goal with all sorts of tactics, trying to keep that in Werribee City possession. Kelly wants to get on with things, understandably so. Essendon Royals with the extra man out there right now. It's given up though. Withers, as part of that recent triple sub that we saw from Craig Moore. Ricochets up in the air. Niwa lost out. Mabok, who scored the one and only goal for Werribee City last week against North Geelong. He's out there in the number 11 shirt for Werribee City. We're about to see the first change from Michael Ferrante this evening. 15 shots for Essendon Royals to 4. 7 of which now are on target. Yet again, play has to stop, and we're going to see a yellow card here. Is that for any kind of time wasting, perhaps? There's been a bit of it. That's for sure. Werribee is still on the sideline for Werribee City. And for a couple of minutes now, it's been 11 v 10. Pisak here. Werribee is wanting to come back on. Trying to get the ref's attention, but there is live play going on right now. It's a bit hard for the ref to actually turn around. The throw will go Essendon's way, and Werribee still has not been told to come back on. Werribee City desperate to get their 11th man back out there. The ref has not waved him on. Play will continue here. Was Thierry pulled down? He was. Set piece coming up for Essendon Royals. The referee just continuing to ignore the Werribee City official here that wants to get Werribee back out there. That is what all of this kerfuffle is right now. Now, the referee's making his way over to his fourth official. Werribee City official just in front of us on this near side is certainly letting the assistant referee know how he feels about the situation. Werribee is finally allowed to come back on. So we're back to 11 v 11, but it's a free kick for Essendon Royals. Can Graham Kelly thread an equaliser? Final 10 of regulation. There'll be a fair bit of time added on, as we had in the first half. Can the VPL2 equal leading scorer get something done here for Essendon Royals? It went through to the keeper. But nothing to worry about for McCall. Still unsure if we actually saw that first substitution from Essendon Royals. I did see the note handed to the fourth official. I don't know if the substitution happened while all the attention, at least on this side of the pitch, was on what was happening with Werribee looking to come on, and the rather irate Werribee City official that was trying to get the referee's attention to allow him to get back out there. That was a right old drama, that.
Come on, boys.
Haven't yet spotted any new players in red out there. How's that ball going to land for Adeyemi? It's going to land well. Adeyemi. Oh, that nearly went in. It ricocheted around. Corner for Essendon Royals. It would be so cruel for this to end at 2-1. It is completely in Essendon Royals' control right now. The corner from Kelly goes the short route again. Gazzardi, who did find that goal, went with the relatively low percentage attempt there.
Jordy, it's going to come. It's going to come.
The Royals are trying to salvage a point here. Could well get, again, at least 5 minutes added on. There's certainly time for more than one goal here tonight. So a shove there for Adeyemi. No. Here is the change for Essendon Royals. Mahmoud Ali Ayegan is going to come on. And making way is Ben Smith.
Keep going. Big chance. Keep him going. Anything can happen. We can do this.
Yegan getting an instant touch. Now camera is okay. Norton, that's not a bad ball. It wasn't really dealt with by Gonzalez. Russo hasn't had much to do in this second half. It's turns over. Muhammad. Cutting in front is Thierry. Some help from Leah. Gets away from Adeyemi. Inside 5 minutes left in regulation. The flag goes up here. Is that the first time Essendon Royals have been found offside tonight? Not sure what that was about. Pisak. Only as far as the Egan. Murray. Out wide for Narumi. Withers. A rare foray forward for Werribee City in this second half. We are expecting a rather lengthy injury time at the end of the 90. That'll only help Essendon Royals' cause. The foul given away here by Gazardi. Murray. The long ball out wide. Narumi went down again. Toward the back post we go. DePantro attempted the header. And he won't chase it down. Still think that Itsuku Narumi is in a bad way here, but there are no subs left available to Werribee City tonight. And he's struggling to get through this. It may well be 11 v 10.5 right now. The speed there from Gazardi. Adeyemi regains it. That's a great little touch there. Gazardi lost it though. Adeyemi will go again. It'll roll out for a throw. Another change coming for Michael Ferrante. Left them pretty late tonight. Adeyemi's ball. It's going to bounce through here. Leah. They've all pressed up. It was Harrington that was lurking near the top of the area. Leah goes in. Norton. Leah. A neat ball for Adeyemi. It was good first touch as well. Kelly going back now. Thierry. Yegan played down. Was it handled in the area? No. Royals ball. Last minute of regulation. Another change coming. Marziali is going to come on here. Vince Leah's night is done. A great shift from the experienced head. Was on a yellow this evening. So the fourth official now to confirm. It's going to be 8 minutes added on. And that will feel like all the time in the world right now for Essendon Royals. Adeyemi. That ball, oh, that was dangerous as well. It bounced across the goal face. It will be retrieved by Clark. How's that going to set up Thierry? Tried to get the header. He was pushed off it though. He did collide with Pisak and it goes out for a goal kick. 8 minutes confirmed.
Come on, Royals! There's 8 minutes. 8. Get him going. We'll get it. And they're dying. Go on, Jordy. Unlucky, James.
We've seen Werribee City try to milk as much time as possible. And that is why we've had 8 minutes added on.
Yeah, good, because you need to play tomorrow. Red ball. Handball!
Royals ball,
Nice.
Adeyemi for
Let's go.
Niwa. Pressure from Markol. Niwa, it's going to come back out to Adeyemi. Niwa had no chance to fire the shot away, nor did Adeyemi. Maybe Harrington does. He does. The save from McCall, and now on the follow-up. McCall did it again. Then Niwa missed the third time. Up in the air it goes. Kelly, finally to goal! Finally! The equaliser comes. Absolute chaos on the goal line. Graham Kelly, the leading scorer in VPL 2, I should say. It is 2-2.
Graham Kelly scores for the Royals. A few minutes to go. Let's go, Royals.
Some cramp as well for Graham Kelly. Credit will go to Josh McCall. He had to deny multiple attempts to score there, but it was all too much in the end, and Kelly finally got it done.
Get the win!
And there is so much time left for either team to get the winner. Momentum's with Essendon Royals, though. They've barely fired a shot in this second half, Werribee City. It's been a tough slog for the Royals, and here's the chance, although falling over at the wrong moment was Ali. Still a chance here. It's so rare you see such dominance and momentum from one side here. Gazardi, can he get the winner? No. Gazardi scored the first goal in this comeback. The Royals had been down since the 3rd minute. Down by 2 goals after 27 minutes. They got one back in the 66th. And then Graham Kelly with his 7th goal of the VPL 2 season brought this one to 2-2. We're halfway through the 8 minutes that were allowed. Narumi, who we do believe is absolutely struggling to stay out there. He may well have been subbed off if Craig Moore had the ability to do so. It's going to fall to Clark. Dean Clark. Kelly. Nice setup, and that's just wide for Marziali. No touch there off the glove of Josh McCall. Still time here. Cross keys, as you can already imagine, will absolutely go off if there is a late winner here tonight for the team in red. It's already been a great comeback. Clark has gotten better the longer this has gone on tonight. Adeyemi has had an outstanding second half. Egan. Werribee City are absolutely going to be delighted to walk away with a point here. They have been under siege in this second half. Should be roughly 3 minutes left. There were 8 minutes added on. was one yellow card handed out for time wasting. Adeyemi, how's it going to fall for him here? Adeyemi, can he fire the shot away? He can! McCall with the save. It's a corner. Josh McCall has done well to keep Werribee City in this. Yegan will take the corner. Toward the back post, Norton was there. Another corner. The Royals have already scored once in stoppage time here tonight. Should be at least 2 minutes left. Here's the corner. It's a long one toward the back post. Yegan. Ali tried to fire the shot away. Muhammad desperately just flashing that ball out. Kelly. Ali, that's never on target, that one. Marcy Harley's been a major threat since coming on for the Royals. Time is now the issue, though. We now should be inside the final minute. It's been a great comeback. That just kept on bouncing. Ali, long way out of the area. McCall, he is completely out of position. They want the foul call. It's going to be paid here. A card will be shown. The yellow card to Ali. McCall gets red. And they are out of goalkeepers. McCall was subbed in for the injured Antonio Rowan. A set piece coming up for Essendon Royals, and they need to find a makeshift goalkeeper here. The gloves are handed to Jordan Pisak. It looks like it's going to be him that puts on the green shirt and the gloves here. Wow. This may well be it for Essendon Royals. They get a look at a set piece. You can't get any closer than this. And the man they have to beat in goal is not a recognised keeper. Jordan Pisak is the one that puts the green shirt on. This is closer from which Kojo Brown scored for Werribee City in the first half. That was a lovely set piece into the top right corner. So for the win to complete the comeback with 2 goals in stoppage time. The conversation being had, Jordan Adeyemi Mahmoud Ali and Yegan are standing over the ball. The 5-man wall for Werribee City. This is it. This to finish the comeback. Through, and it was saved on the line. Pisak managed to save it, and it's cleared out. And that was the final whistle. What a dramatic night at Cross Keys. It'll end 2-2. Both teams will walk away with a point. An unusually high-scoring game for Werribee City. The Royals had to come from behind to get that point. A completely dominant second half from Michael Ferrante's men, but no win at the end of the day. So in the first half, Thomas Biss and Kojo Brown, the scorers for Werribee City. Biss able to lob An out of position Andre Russo after a mistake at the back from Essendon Royals, and then a free kick from Kojo Brown in the 27th minute. In the second half, Julian Gazzardi, who had a lot of looks at goal, finally got one through in the 66th minute. Missed a couple other attempts at goal after that. And then 2 minutes into stoppage time, Graham Kelly got the equaliser that ultimately sees Essendon Royals come away with a point. A dramatic night here at Cross Keys, an entertaining one to open up round 10 in VPL 2. That's us done from Cross Keys. At the end, Essendon Royals 2, Werribee City 2.